Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Joey the Chiwi. Today, in the first video of this channel, I'm going to share you a lesson I have learned. And also, I think it's one of the most important lessons I've learned along my investment journey since 2021. I know this is not long time, but I would like to share this with you because I think this is quite important. Not just to me, I think to some ordinary folks that only just started the investment journey, that do not make the same mistake that I made, and also a reminder for myself as well, because it is very hard to obey to this lesson, to the rule. You always remind yourself that please do not repeat the mistake you've made in the past. Please don't do it, but still happens, and it happened to me. So I'm going to share this with you today, and hopefully we do not make this mistake again in the future. And the mistake was FOMO, fear of missing out. I think if you started your investment journey, and if you read some books, watch some other videos on YouTube or some other platform, you will familiar with this notation, FOMO, fear of missing out. So I'm gonna give you some examples that reflected on myself, what happened to me, why I FOMOed and what happened. So first, back in 2021, I started trying to learn about investment. So I started buying some stocks, and the stock I picked back in 2021 was Tesla. I can't quite remember the price of Tesla stock that time, but it was quite high. It wasn't all-time high, but it was quite high because everyone started jumping in on the stock market, and everyone's talking about how Tesla can be a very, very good company. And they are not just an automobile company, they are also doing some other cooler things like AI or robots and some other cool stuff. So without doing much research, I just blindly bought some Tesla stock. And I think, well, if Tesla is that good, then the stock price will just keep rising and to the moon, right? And what happened? After I bought a stock, the price went up. I also bought two other stocks, if I remember correctly. One company called PagerDuty, and the other company, I can't remember the name of it. But after I bought them, immediately, all of their stock price went up. So I was profit on paper. But because I only started my investment journey back in 2021, and I didn't have enough knowledge on how to trade or how to invest. So I thought, okay, so if everyone says this is a good stock and this is a good time to invest in the market, then all the stocks should just shooting up, right? Going up north. So after I bought a stock, I didn't pay much attention, and I think that's in end of 22 or early 23 when I checked my stock portfolio. Guess what happened? The value is almost down 50-60%, all stock. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? Panic hit me. So I did lots of newbies that did when they first entered the market. I panically sold all of my stock at a huge loss because I was panicked. And that time, the psychology damage, you see those downtrend, man, for a newbie just in the market, it's very hard to not reflect or stay calm. So I panic sold all my stocks. And guess what happened a couple years later? I mean, all those prices, stock prices, especially Tesla, shot up. We all know what happened when Donald Trump took the presidency of the United States. Tesla stock was over the roof. So that's the first time I FOMO'd on the stock market, and I lost lots of money. I think combined for all three stocks I panic sold, I lost about 12,000 US dollars. Okay, this is not New Zealand dollars, this is US dollars. So that's the first time I FOMO'd. And then I start to read a bit more about investment, read of some of the books, and keep learning and looking at some other videos. And okay, so the knowledge I've learned is the market always go up and down, and it is always good time and bad time. If you think the stock you picked is a good stock, then what you do is just leave it there. Do not touch it, even though it went down. Doesn't matter. Just leave it there, and maybe after a few years, it will come back up. So I said, okay, but that time I lost lots of money. And the second time I FOMO'd, funny enough, also happened in 2021. What did I do? I bought a house. At that time, I was looking for a house for myself. And we all know what happened in 2021. A year after COVID in New Zealand, the government was printing heaps of money, and people received the subsidies without actually having to go to work. So people have money. And you know what happened when people have money? Where would they park their assets? Especially in New Zealand, on the property market. So the house price back in 2021 shot up like that, straight to the roof. And because I was staying in an old house and was very cold, so when I had this chance to buy a house for my own, I wanted a brand new property with double glazed windows, with the latest building standard, and warm, and looks nice and safe. I don't care about the size of the land. I mean, as long as the house passed all the checks, I mean, nothing could be wrong with it, right? At least that's how I thought at the time. So I went and bought a house in Auckland, and the suburb that I bought is a north of Auckland in Orewa. So that time, if you want to buy a brand new house, the price is so high that you cannot pick a house that meets all your requirements at a suburb, a popular suburb. So for example, if we're talking about North Shore, which I have spent most of my time living, like Albany or the Bay Areas or Takapuna, I mean, don't even think about it, okay? It's not possible for price over $1 million for a new house, okay? So I had to search outskirts, like further, Silverdale, Orewa, Gulf Harbor. But Gulf Harbor is too far for me, so I think, oh, okay. Well, Orewa's not too bad. It's a town that's a suburb that a lot of people that actually live, especially the elderlies, and lots of new houses were being built at that time. And the price was so high. I spent 1.5 mil, that's more than 1.5 mil actually, 1.53 to be specific, on a 5-bedroom house. And at the time, you know what happened? The interest rate was so low, especially for new build. The interest rate was so low. It's only 2 point something percent, and my repayment was only like 1200 a fortnight. So I thought, oh, okay, yeah, if the house price kept going in 2022, I will sell the house maybe at close to $2 million. I can make a profit. So I had this speculator's mindset in me. Yeah? So I bought this house for myself. Okay? I mean, I had a girlfriend at the time, but we're not living together. So after I bought this house and the mortgage repayment was so low, and I was like, oh, see, life is sweet. I mean, all good. I'm sorted. And we all know what happened in 2022, 2023, 2024. The interest rate start doubling, tripling. Okay? So my interest repayment, oh, by the way, the loan amount I took is $700,000. So my interest repayment jumped from $1,200 to $2,200 a fortnight. Okay? And my pay didn't go up that much. So I was financially struggling. So that's another example of FOMO. And now I'm trying to sell my house because I think if you can sell the house, you can rent anywhere that you want, right? You don't have to get stuck in one place. I cannot, because the current market is so low that the offer or people interested in this house, their intended offer is not even close to how much I paid for back in 2021. And I think that happened to a lot of other people who bought on top of the market. So that's the second time I FOMO'd in the property market and had that speculator's mindset that, oh, okay, I'll make some money a couple of years later because I believe the property market will keep going up. And I didn't have experience of the housing crash back in 2008. And the property price in New Zealand will always go up. That's the narrative at that time. So I made another mistake. And the third time I made this mistake was actually last year, end of last year, when I started, studying and investing in cryptocurrency. Donald Trump, when he took over the presidency of the United States, before the official date he took over the presidency, I think he issued a coin, a meme coin, Trump. If you are in this cryptocurrency area, you know what happened. So Trump went up, like I think from $20 or something, and to some crazy high to $70 or $80 just in a few days. And that time, because I've already learned FOMO, I was well disciplined and repeatedly told myself, do not do it. Do not do it. Do not speculate. Okay? Do not do it. But guess what? Like I said in the beginning of this video, it's so damn hard because you're saying that people that bought Trump at low price and made 10-folded, or 20-folded their fortune on X, Twitter, social media, like how much money they're showing up in the screenshot. This is how much money I made buying Trump and all that. You should all be doing that and all that. And people also say, well, because Trump is cryptocurrency friendly president, so the Trump price will keep going and to like $200 or something like that. So again, I fell into this trap. I bought Trump at around $65, but I didn't buy too much because I didn't have much money at the time. I think it was $500 US. And I had this expectation it will fail but somehow I still went ahead and bought it. And I think after I bought it, the price kept going up to $80 or something. And then, boom, straight down to $8, $7. And it's only a few days ago I sold it because I don't see any reason that this Trump coin could even go back to half of what I paid for. I mean, I can reallocate the money to some other elsewhere, right? So that's the 3 lessons, or actually just 1 lesson, FOMO, but 3 mistakes because of FOMO. So I'm sharing this with you because there are lots of you just only starting investing and still have this kind of speculative mindset. So the lesson I learned is do not do it. I think more than 80% of the day traders, they don't make any money after 1 year of trading. And who give you the confidence that you will make money when you're only just in the market for a couple of years or even less? So this is the first lesson, and I think this is the most important lesson I've learned from my investment journey. Do not FOMO. Write it, put it on your cell phone screen, wallpaper, or laptop screen. Do not FOMO. Okay? Alrighty guys, if you like the channel, please subscribe and leave your comments. Have you ever FOMO'd, and what happened? What did you FOMO on? And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.